Nikki, there's a lot of stoppage in play in the first half. You and Holly got to have, get reacquainted 3 times there at center court. Is that disruptive though for both teams when you have that long of reviews?
Well, I think it's something that you don't practice, so it's not part of your game plan. You don't want any stoppage in play, but understanding that they're going to go back and review and do their job. But the length of it, your kids now are cooling down. The momentum, the adrenaline as a competitor is changing because it's a long time. And I think the thing that I would say with Holly and I, we were able to have some time together and talk about the things that were going on with that stoppage, and we both were like, we need to just play, and that's how you want your kids to just go out there and play and let them, let it be in their hands.
Yeah, Nikki, you guys had 25 turnovers. Did you feel like most of those were your own doing today? And do you have any explanation for why?
I think this group has some growing up to do, and we are a team that when we're turning the ball over, it becomes almost contagious. And it's like when you got a team and you're hitting threes and then everybody starts hitting threes. Well, everybody on our team that played turned the ball over at least once. And that's you're not going to win a lot of ball games being careless with the basketball. A lot of our turnovers were air passes, leaving 2 feet. We became very undisciplined. And then I'll say this too: the length of Tennessee also able to get in the passing lanes. We showed them the size on the top of their matchup. You got to play by and below them. And I thought sometimes we really threaded the needle and tried to make the home run pass at times. That wasn't there. So the patience and the composure went out the window.
Just wondering, with Tennessee having lost 6 straight, was that skid brought up at all in y'all's locker room before the game? Did y'all talk about how Tennessee might come out getting desperate for a win, or was that a factor at all?
No, I think that when you look at when we are scouting Tennessee, we're looking at a team that their record is not an indication of how good they are. This is a team that has the ability to, at any given moment, put up 70, 75 points a game. Their offensive execution has been there. Just down the stretch in some of their losses, it's been more late game. And this is also, and we talked about, them being a very good offensive rebounding team, especially with Green and Davis. And so that's something that's been consistent for them. So in scouting, you really focus in on your keys. And the record really in SEC play, we don't pay close attention to that because we respect everybody, and on any given day, anybody in our league can be beaten.
Coach, I think Jasmine Massengale was making 38% of her free throws coming. She made 6 all season, and she makes 6. I mean, that's the person you foul, and then she makes 6 straight. Is that frustrating? Or I mean, sometimes a kid's going to do that, but just was that frustrating to see her sit there and just hit 6 in a row?
Well, it was part of our game plan to put Jasmine on the free throw line, and her percentage, exactly what you're saying, was not a high percentage. Again, you get into this game, and it's my call. I wanted to put her there, and she answered the call and was able to knock down free throws. And that's what if you're going to, a lot of games you want to win in this league, you got to make free throws and layups, and she was able to do that.
I'm sure you've been asked this a few times before, but coming back here as a former player, having won a national championship with this team, what's it like to come back and now coach here at the Summit?
Well, it's always good to come back and visit with family and friends. This place is very special and dear to me. I know there's a lot of sweat and tears and laughter and great memories in this arena. And it's a place that I carry with me. It's part of me. Coach Summit, there's never going to be anyone like her. And you can ask the 161 of us that played for her that we're always going to hopefully represent her in the way that she represented all of us. And so I hope she, saw a team with my LSU team play hard. At times, we looked and we were real small out there. But the heart of my team is one of toughness. And I think that's something that I've carried with me in my coaching career, that you win with good people. And there's so many great people that have come here, that are here. It was great to see some of the alums out this weekend. And we battle on the court and we do all these things and we're game planning strategically and things like that. But today was also a special day for us to bring awareness to breast cancer and all cancers. And so, just putting everything in perspective, this place has done so much for not only myself, but so many of us in different causes other than trying to put banners up there. We're fighting for Coach Summit and Alzheimer's and obviously Holly and I with our foundation, but this place is more than just a basketball arena.
Any other questions? This will be our last one. Gotta go.
Coach, you mentioned your team kind of throwing balls out of bounds and things like that, but did Tennessee do anything defensively to force, maybe not all of them, but part of those 25 turnovers?
Well, I think the length of Tennessee is disruptive as well, and I think our perimeter play, we needed to definitely play more patiently. We were speeding up, and I think the tempo of the game, we want to run, but we also want to run smart. And I think when you play a team like Tennessee, who does like to get up and down, you got to be strategic in that. And when we had an opportunity to cut the game to a one-possession game, we came down and we started quick shooting the basketball. Well, when you do that, it's going to go the other way. And so I think our turnovers, though, for the most part, again, it starts with our guard play, and it trickled on down into everybody on the roster. And so we're going to look at when those happen, but I think that a lot of them happen against their zone and not necessarily a man-to-man, and that's where we've got to be better and more patient in our zone attack.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.